Hey there! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at some strength and conditioning for contortion. I'm setting my hips down and putting my fingers to the floor. I've got my fingers tented up to give me a little bit more length on my arms. This might look like a lot of low back, but it's actually through my hip flexors mostly. You can see I'm squeezing my glutes and tucking my tail. That's what's pulling my head back towards my ankles. As well, I was pushing through my fingertips and pulling my shoulder blades together. That also lowers my chest down. You can see I've moved my hands to the insides of my thighs while I think about lowering my rib cage. So now I'm really laying my belly button down and bringing the ribs forward. We're going to start to add some weight. These are actually just ankle weights, and I'm holding them in my hands like mittens. I'm going to bring them over my head, and here I'm just stretching my shoulders. So you can see I'm pumping my arms backward as I try and lower my belly button down. This is opening up the shoulders, it's opening up my middle back. Here, really activating between the shoulder blades while I pulse, keeping my elbows strong and stretching my lats with that pulsing movement. As usual, it's important to designate the difference between pulsing and bouncing. I'm not bouncing, I'm pulsing with small, controlled movements. I do have weight adding resistance, and that is providing me with an extra stretch as well. I'm going to start to move into a little bit more upper back activation by taking the weights up, and I'm placing them sort of on my forehead, on my hairline, crown of the head, and I'm really squeezing through the shoulder blades here as I push my chest forward. I'm really trying to push my rib cage and my heart forward, and that's helping me to activate behind my shoulder blades. It's helping me to activate in the cervical spine, the neck area. And now I'm using my low back and glutes a little bit more for this one as I rock, pulling my head backward towards my butt, towards my thighs, and I am really trying to curl my head towards my butt here. My final stretch is going to involve a little bit more reaching. We're going to start to get into the low back a bit more. I do like to save this reaching movement for last in this series because I want to make sure that everything else is nice and warmed up and ready to support myself. So getting my shoulders in place, laying back, and now I'm going to really use the glutes, and I'm reaching through my chest, but also I am really using the low back to reach those weights towards my feet, reaching towards my feet, getting maximal length there. As with basically all of my other dynamic stretches, it is progressive. So as I do more of these, I can bring my body further and further into the stretch, just patiently taking those little baby steps, one step at a time. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Injuries will slow you down more than anything. Be nice to yourself.
These tutorials do not replace or negate professional individualized instruction and are for entertainment purposes only. Always consult your doctor before beginning a new exercise regimen. Okay, thanks, bye!